So you just bought yourself a shiny new Samsung S21. I did not, I just bought the Samsung S20, but hey, Samsung phones in general, pretty cool, right?
What if I told you that you can make Samsung phones even cooler?
Yes, there are 5 secret little things that I like to do when I get a new Samsung phone. Let me show you right now. You're watching Tech Finder. As always, links to everything we talk about are in the description below. And if you enjoy the video, please throw us a like when we're done. First up is Flexi. Now, this may sound like sacrilege for everyone who managed to learn how to scribble to type. I could never get into that, so Flexi, which is a hunt and peck sort of keyboard, is perfect for me. It basically replaces the kind of awkward Samsung keyboard with this really clean and simple boxy interface. The thing I love about it are the swipe functions. Swipe up and down to change a word if you misspell it, swipe left to delete, swipe right to add a space. It's also customizable with hotkeys. I keep my personal details and emails all in there for fast form filling. You can switch up the colors and fonts, and you can even customize the sound effects of your typing. Arcade. If you try it and it's not your thing, I'd also highly recommend Gboard, which is Google's own keyboard and is really good at predictive text. To download Flexi, simply go to the Play Store app and search Flexi. There it is. But yeah, see what keyboards are out there that suit you. Flexi is just my favorite. Next up, I add Edge Calendar and other Edge tools. If you're someone who lives by the Google Calendar like I do, having it available at a glance is very useful. The Edge Swipe tool facilitates that perfectly. To get it going, head to the Play Store and search Edge Calendar. There are actually quite a few options, though many are paid or contain ads. If you want a simple no-frills calendar to quickly glance at, the app by Gendo Apps is the one to go for. Give it an install and follow the prompts to get it running. If you search for Edge Display in settings, you'll actually see a number of Edge options that come pre-installed with the phone, and even a store for more apps. You may find some useful Edge tools in there, although most of the best ones do cost a couple of bucks. I'm actually quite partial to this Tools Edge app, which has a compass, you know, if I'm ever lost in the woods, and also this surface level checker to know when things are perfectly flat. I've not used this, but it is cool. And hey, if you don't like the Edge function at all, there is the option to turn it off in the settings too. Now, this is my housemate Rusty, and he's going to be appearing in videos. He lives here too. I can't stop him, so it's no further questions. The next thing I do is switch off Bixby. One of the most frustrating things I find about Samsungs is that they absolutely insist that we use Bixby for everything. If you've been lucky enough to avoid Bixby up till now, Bixby is basically Samsung's answer to Google Assistant or Siri. Last year, Samsung kind of took this to the next level. When I first got this S20 a few weeks ago, I realized they'd taken out the dedicated Bixby button that was on my S10 and just put Bixby on the single side button. Thankfully, this is an easy fix. Go to settings, search side button, and change it from Bixby to power off menu. Okay, this one's a really super secret one, so make sure not to tell anybody. But if you just scroll down a little bit and hit subscribe to Tech Finder, you'll actually get a lot more videos like this one, which would be super useful to you in the future. Yeah, I'm not doing that's silly. Yeah, hit subscribe, it really helps us out. Thanks. Number 4 is Get Widgety. There are an infinite number of ways to customize your home screen, but I really like to rely on widgets to quickly access certain things I need. So I tend to put a calculator on there, a calendar, control center for all my podcasting and music apps, and I even put a screen time widget next to the apps that I shouldn't be looking at too often. Adding widgets is super easy. Simply hold down on the home screen where there's an empty space, click on widgets, and then see what you want to add. Most apps these days actually come with their own widget, so you can access them straight from the home screen. How handy. The thing I only recently found out is you can actually put widgets on the lock screen. Simply go to settings, search lock screen, and then in the lock screen menu, click on widgets. And then you just select which widgets you would like to see. Now, when you are on your lock screen without unlocking your phone, you can click on the clock and you can see all of those options there. Pretty useful. Finally, I customize the quick panel layout. So you know the quick panel, you swipe down and you can turn on stuff like flight mode, maybe Wi-Fi, but there are actually a whole bunch of extra things you can do with it if you know where to look. Swipe down to get access to the full button list, click on edit buttons, and now you can get rid of stuff like Bixby and add stuff like this awesome Shazam button. But yeah, play around, see what kind of stuff you want to have easy access to as fast as possible. Another thing you should absolutely turn on is show brightness on top. Now, you might also see your brightness slider all the way at the bottom of that quick panel. Well, if you go to the hamburger menu, click on quick panel layout and toggle that first option, show brightness control above notifications. Now, instead of swiping down twice, you only have to swipe down once to access your brightness slider. And that's it. What little secrets do you deploy when you get a new phone? Let me know in the comments. If this video was useful to you, please hit like. It really does help us grow. If you want to be a tech finder, hit subscribe. And apart from that, we'll see you next time.